Hi there, this is Professor Innes, and this is your course on the classics of Western philosophy. So this is the first video you're going to receive, and I think with this video we'll just go over the purpose of the course, an overview, and also have a bit of a talk on philosophy, and also a bit of a talk on ethics. And by doing this, it's going to introduce you to the subject itself and how you're supposed to deal with this particular subject, because it is different from other subjects. So, we're going to do that shortly. So, again, my name's Professor Innes. I teach philosophy. My specialism is in political and social philosophy, but my main overall teaching duties to do with philosophy in general. So in this course you're doing the classics, so don't be misled by classics as just a name thought up by the bureaucrats because they thought it would be attractive or something like that. I don't know their point of it, but for you it just means you're going to have an overview of philosophy. You're going to deal with given philosophers from the ancient period of Greeks before Christ up to our modern era, which in this case, modern era in philosophy and academia, and what modern means is 250 years ago, so Kant, Bentham, and people like that. So you're going to have an overview of philosophy, anything from what is knowledge, can there be knowledge, to other questions to do with ethics. Can we be certain that an act is a good act or a bad act? So you're going to have that overview, and from this course you can take it into any way you like. It could be from general discussions with people, or it could be something useful for your job later on if you're going to be dealing with ethical considerations or moral considerations. The view will be, what am I supposed to do here in this matter? Can I come to a resolution with an ethical problem? Problem with philosophy is that we don't solve these problems, we just ask the questions. In your job, you probably have to come up with some answer or some form of decision. We'll call it a decision, not an answer, but it's a decision to not so much resolve something, but just put it to rest for the time being, I guess, here. But within philosophy, we ask those questions. So the question in ethics would be, is it ever wrong to, let me say here, put forward the view of capital punishment, for example? Is it wrong to execute people? Right, that's a tremendous question to ask, and even if you're for it or against it, there still are going to be problems in the sense that you may come up with the idea that it's bad to execute people, and put forward an argument proposed by Immanuel Kant, for example, in this course. But still you're going to have to face the utilitarian argument, which says maybe the execution of somebody occasionally does keep those individuals who are likely to kill people at bay. Namely, they don't want to be killed, so they won't kill people. Unfortunate, I know, to think like that, and I have to put forward that as a way of thinking, as an answer to the problem, but that's the way the argument goes here. So you're going to be doing that in philosophy, and in this course, the classics of Western philosophy, you'll be having those types of discussion, and you may end up with a conclusion you don't like. That's what happens in philosophy. So be prepared for that one here. So you've got that overview of philosophy here. This course is to do with asking those questions. So in that sense, you're going to be going from ethics, the theory of knowledge, metaphysics, right up to religion and also politics. We've got lots of questions to ask. And this course is very useful not only for, like I said, your social world, but also academia as well as your job afterwards. So I've got all that work to get through. So keep that in mind, please, when going through this course. And also keep in mind, this is going to be most likely new to you, and I, as the teacher, am here to answer questions, as much as I can about what's been demanded of you. So keep that in mind, and you can send me an email or text me You can also call me on the phone if you like, but texting tends to be quicker. So my text number is on the syllabus. You can text me with a quick question. You could be halfway through a piece of writing, and texting me gets you an immediate reply, unless, of course, I just can't reply to that text at that moment. But I do tend to tell people that I am replying to a student's text, and they're doing some homework right now. So text me these questions. That's what I'm here for, please. Okay, so that's that's a sort of an overview of the class here. I've got a few details to mention before I go, but keep in mind this is module 01. You're now on module 01. You should have already done module 00. This is set up to allow you to get started with this course, to understand the syllabus. This is module 00, and get to know each other in the course. So you should have done this before the start of module 01. Namely, you should have done this before Monday, and this is Monday of, which we're the 24th. Should have done that before that time. I'm pretty flexible about pieces of work being a bit late. That's fine with me, but try and keep up with the work here. I will attempt to grade every single day. I will attempt to do that, and therefore you get immediate feedback. With online courses, as you know, you've got more work to do than in the classroom, as well as I've got more grading to do than in the classroom. So I think I'm getting used to this grading thing online here, but I'll let you know. Well, you let me know if I'm keeping up with that work. So I think that says it about that particular consideration of those modules. Now in the modules, I'm going to click one open here. You've got the journal. So one example is the journal. Now here we're going to attempt for you to say something, and then I reply to you, and then I reply back to you, and that's the end of that journal entry. So your duty there would be to make that initial journal entry, I reply to that, and your second duty would be to reply to that. So you make 2 entries for one journal. So that's 2 for one journal. And that allows us to have a discussion, namely you, the student, and me, the teacher, to have a bit of a discussion here. And I try to make these as authentic as possible, namely I'm talking to you rather than just a student. I try to do that as much as I can. So if you feel like I'm not dealing with any of your concerns in philosophy or questions, do let me know and highlight it. Put it in red that last time I asked you this but you didn't reply. Do that, please, because that's the point of these journals, to allow us to have a bit of a discussion here. As far as the discussion boards go, which are different from the journals, that's with you and other students. The reading is just you and the text. The blog is a blog, namely it's like a brief article in a newspaper, for example. Critical essays, exams, again, they're just pieces of writing for you to do. Make sure with these pieces of writing they are following the requirements. You get given quite a bit of time and preparation for these pieces of work, so write full essays, please. Don't just write a couple of paragraphs and leave it at that. Please write 5 paragraphs at least, and substantial paragraphs. Okay, and I think that's it. Everything in the module is explained, so I'll go through it one by one. Start with 1, then go to 2, then go to 3, and you'll get through them quite quickly. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain here. No, I don't. No, I don't think so. But make sure you ask me questions if something is left out, please. And again, keep in mind with philosophy here, particularly this starting point here, you are dealing with asking questions. And you've got this starting point here with the, I'll pinpoint some modules here. I'm just going to go to the, let's have a look. I can't even find, there we go, reading questions. No, that's not the one. I'll get to it in a minute. There we go. Right, so here we go. I can't find what I'm looking for at the moment, so this is the way it goes sometimes. Um, Well, anyway, you've got reading questions and also you've got videos. Here they are. Make good use of these videos. They highlight things which I don't necessarily highlight, or the text doesn't highlight. So you've got these videos on what is philosophy, brief history of conceptual philosophy, and then it goes on to ethics. So they're quite useful. I've chosen these from the YouTube selection for a good reason. They're not just the first ones I found. These are the good ones here, which make sense and they are useful. So make good use of those. And again, in philosophy, we're asking questions. We are not making solutions. So please don't try to solve these problems. You may do that in your social life or in your jobs, but here in academic philosophy, we just ask the questions. We try and qualify the problems here. Right, hopefully that's a good start. I did not want to provide any more information that's already provided in the other detailed activity sections and other sections of the modules. All the details there, read it through. If anything doesn't make sense, do please let me know. But again, your philosophers here just ask the questions, just clarify the problems. And again, within philosophy, there are lots and lots of problems. So I will make the next video, and hopefully I will do it with the view that you've asked a few questions. You want me to clarify certain parts of the course which I have not done so already. Okay, enjoy the course. You will enjoy this course. It's a refreshing course. And again, I'm here to help you. So if there's something not quite right, do please let me know and I'll sort it out. Okay, so speak to you soon online in the journal and in the next video. Okay, have a nice first week of this course. Thanks. Bye.